and then pull on it, and then pull up. There you go.
See, that's why I don't do podcasts.
Yeah,
bro.
facts.
See, that's why I don't do. I leave it up to you, to y'all.
Be like that.
You know.
Good. You good? You comfortable?
Yeah.
You?
Yep.
I'm good.
Let's have fun, guys.
Hey.
Let's go.
Yeah. You looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jona, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you know this how we coming, we in front. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on. Been in the field playing, we work.
Welcome back, Barbershop Confidential, the podcast. Your boy Jona.
And your girl Les, and we got Mas Ortega in the house, aka Mr. OG.
Hey.
Don't play with him.
From the original Goodstock.
We in the building. We're in the famous building.
Appreciate
here.
you coming through, man.
Of course. Thank you guys.
You.
This is dope. This is and for everybody watching at home, this place is amazing. This lets you know. And if you ever get a chance to come here, you're gonna be amazed.
People think that it's like a small room. It's actually like
it's actually 10 stories high.
Yeah. The elevator ride took a while.
Man,
Careful on
I
that.
used to joke because I got the beachfront right here, downtown skyline view. Whatever, some light, nothing crazy.
Yeah, something light, you know what I mean?
Good visuals.
Something y'all don't got, it's all good.
You need something to take the edge off? Just look out the window.
That's what they call dale gas.
Dale gas.
I appreciate you sliding through, man. It's been in the making for a while now. So
yeah,
I remember when I first hit you up a while ago. So everybody gets busy, and then we're here now. That's what matters.
We're here now, man. We're here now, and at some point, you know.
Yeah, I like it. I fuck with it. So let's get to know you. Where you from? You from San Diego? Yeah.
Born and raised San Diego. San Diego. What they say out here, bro? They say Dago. Dago. Man, that slowly became a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It grew on me, you know. Dago, like I like to say it.
I feel like it's certain areas say it more than others.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of hear when it's like forced.
Yeah, or when it just like doesn't flow,
yeah,
you know?
Doesn't flow. Yeah.
It's like, what? What'd you say?
The other day I was at a bar and this dude was walking by. I stopped him because he looked like a football player.
Okay.
Like just face wise, not like build or anything. And then I was like, where you from? He's like, Chula Vista. But just looking at him, the skin tone, I was like, and he was walking, I was like, oh, what part? He's all East Lake. I was like, I knew it.
You just know, huh? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know what air they breathe in. South Bay. Oceanside, you know, yeah. Yep. Or like Emerald Hills, you know where they know everybody's
They're going to let you know.
Yep.
There's certain pockets they'll start with where they're, like what part they grew up in before they tell you like the region part of it.
Yeah, and then you kind of know, oh yeah, you know. So.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Sometimes you gotta watch out how you ask too. Hey, where you from? And then
they be pressing you.
That could be escalated. You know.
Sir, where are you from, sir? Like,
Your Majesty. Where are you from, Your Majesty?
In San Diego County, where do you reside?
Howdy, sir. What? Howdy, sir. What on Google Maps? Where are you from?
Point here.
Let's throw a dart at.
Yeah, you gotta watch the temperature with some people.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Low-key, as boys or guys growing up, do you feel like you kind of have to be aware of that? Like when they ask you where you're from? I always wondered that. I don't know. Now that I have a son, I'm like,
It depends the
scenario
or where they're at and what's going on.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta read the room.
You gotta like the energy off the dude.
Yeah.
I always give like whenever I see somebody I don't know and like the eye contact, right? You hit them with the nod, they hit you with the nod. It's like, all right, cool. We good. So
yeah, honestly, I haven't gotten asked that like that. Nah, yeah, nothing. Yeah, well, maybe like back in the day, if you're around that.
Yeah, I feel like back in the day for sure.
That's why I said like
that's more common.
Where you at? What are you doing? What are you wearing? That would call that kind
giving?
Of
for sure. Makes sense.
Yeah, so
I've been hit up actually not even long ago, but I was working in Vista. And I was sitting in my car writing a report, and this dude pulled up. He pulled his car like almost touching mine, so I couldn't back out and move. And he's like, "What's up? Where you from? Like that." I was like, "I'm working." He's like, "Oh, you working?" And I got out of the car.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I'm working." He's like, oh, I'm just checking. And I was like,
It's checking.
move your shit.
Can you move your car now so I get the fuck out of here?
For real, man.
I was like, you see, like I ain't even giving like tinted windows would be a red flag. I don't got tinted windows. You know what I mean? Like I ain't wearing no hat. I don't like shades. I ain't creeping low. Like what about my appearance made you think like I'm there for some like messy shit?
Yeah,
but, you know, they got to protect their block. So.
Right.
Yeah, bro. Some people just don't know how to be polite or be have some etiquette, you know?
Right.
You know, just be like, you know, ask, oh, you move your car? I'm trying to leave. Or just simply ask, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could do it polite, like, are you looking for somebody? Like, can I help you?
Yeah, you ain't got to be...
Are you lost, Benedicta? Do you need me to help you?
Aggressive right off the rip. It's like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Girls don't go through that? Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
The high notes?
Like you can know
not
when...
those high notes. Not those high notes.
Not those high notes, yeah.
Not those high notes.
You kind of know when like people are trying to press you in that way, you know, like the way they talk or the way they even look at you, eye contact, roll their eyes or whatever. But I don't think I've run into it like that.
No?
Yet. Hopefully not.
Tomorrow.
I know, right?
Manifested it.
First thing.
I feel there's a lot of love, though, in San Diego. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially nowadays.
Yes, I was going to say little by little, though. I don't think it was that always.
No, of course.
Or it was more just like, we didn't think that, like, we probably were all cool, but we didn't think, oh, wait, you're going to be cool, too. So, like, you know, let's vibe out. Yeah. But I also love that we're all kind of coming together and building our own thing within each other, you know?
That's what I've always liked about San Diego compared to, like, other California cities. It's not, you know, everybody's here like on chill mode. Like,
yeah, no competition.
It'll get aggressive if need be, but for the most part, everybody's like on chill vibes and shit.
I agree for sure.
At least these days, like as I got older, or maybe I'm not even looking for it no more, so I'm not paying attention to like
being around that.
Yeah, where before it was like more prominent.
Yeah, it was. It's slowly changing, or times are changing. You know, so. And I, you know, it's cool. I like it. I like not knowing now, because back then you can kind of tell, like, you know, whether like you were creative or whether you were just trying to get into some, you know what I mean, get into something, or like you with your homies, like you can kind of tell, you know, like I've been there, and then all the drama happening, and then like you're in it, you're mixed in with it, you know, and it's like, and people just start clicking up, and then. The next thing you know, it's like it's a whole thing. Like you can't even go outside no more because everybody's trying to get serious. So, yeah. But nowadays, it's like a lot of that kind of. I could tell like a lot of people, like a lot of kids nowadays, are like going into like mental health, and it's cool. Like I like it,
the awareness on mental health is
and they're not drinking as much no more.
Yeah. Supporting each other's entrepreneurship,
chasing
like kinds of ideas,
being like creative, like photography,
yeah.
like even content creating. Like it's like a whole new avenue, like one avenue, and it branched into like so many different opportunities for like the youth, where they don't have dope. Like they're not getting into dumb shit like probably like I was and shit.
Yeah. So. Hey, this podcast stuff. I only saw it on the radio. Like no one was doing none of this. Like if you saw like mics like this, it was like a studio setting.
Yeah.
Or somewhere where it was like a radio station.
Like where they spent a lot of money to set it up.
Yeah, on YouTube. That's it. When they started introducing like video content on Instagram.
Oh, I remember that.
Crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why like now it's like, damn, like you've seen it. You know, you and I both seen the evolution of all this. Like, it's cool now where we can just pick up our phone and be like, oh, shoot, like I can subscribe. I can do so much. You know, back then you needed a computer, you need YouTube. Yeah. And if you are a YouTuber, then you need the equipment. You know what I mean? So
literally your phone could do everything.
Bro,
I'll say I would say maybe like 85% of everything I do social media related is done on my phone.
Through your phone.
That's crazy.
I only go on the computer if it's like I need to get a little bit more like the full browser thing or like the certain programs, because on the phone they're limited. But I would say about 85% of everything posted online I've done through my phone.
That's great. That's why I tell people you ain't got no excuse.
Real shit.
Go and create. Go make it happen.
You already on that phone 24/7. Might as well be creative with it.
Get a second one. Get a second one for being creative.
Yeah. You know I mean, I feel like that's a big thing too. People who want to content create. Like I'm not saying like I'm the know-it-all and everything. But you can make time, bro. Like before I go to the gym, I'll sit in my car for 30 minutes and I'll upload a photography picture for my photo page. I'll upload a reel for the podcast. I'll upload a picture for the brand page. Like all that. And it's like 30 minutes. Let's go. and I got it out the way. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So man, hey, don't procrastinate. Go get it done. You know what I mean?
feel like a lot of people are afraid of failure. I hear that a lot because so I do the brows and I used to do trainings. I stopped right now a little bit, but a lot of the girls I would train were younger, like 16, 18. You know, they're kind of barely starting.
Though.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
You're so young and you already have like an idea.
That's
of like,
sick. I would always encourage them, like, dude, this is the perfect time for you to start it. Or even if I had like older clients, you know, it was always like, oh, but what if, you know, nobody books or whatever. And I always tell them, like, dude, there's going to be at least one person. Like, and even if it's just that one, you stick with that one. And from there, it'll come. Or you're going to have your days where it's nothing, like, you know, or the people you think are you're going to be your number one fans, they're not really going to be there, and opposed to strangers. And as long as you have the passion for it, everything else will come. So.
Yeah, keep feeding that to them. It's kind of like, because when you're young and you're optimistic and you got the energy like that, because they're young, they haven't gone through life experience yet.
Yeah.
So if you're older than them, they're 16 and you got like some years on them, it's always good to just like encourage them along the way. It's kind of like, I don't know, I kind of like to compare things like that to like a snake bite, like the baby snake.
Oh.
And a baby snake bites you is more deadlier because they don't know how much venom they're putting into you. Yeah. So same thing with younger people. Like they'll burst with energy and passion, but they don't know the unknown.
Yeah.
Versus like people like us, where we kind of been through different spaces and we can kind of guide them a little bit. We can't exactly tell them like promise them the world where you're gonna.
Is that exactly you know this? Is how it's gonna go?
Yeah, it's how it's gonna go. But it's like you could tell them, like, shine some light on some things, and just tell them to avoid certain things, or you know, keep doing certain things, and always encourage them, because a lot of times they forget like where they at, and like, you know, like what they need to get done, and you know what I mean. So
I feel like a lot of the youth, and not even like teenagers, even
me.
For real, me too.
You know, 20-something-year-olds, right? Like as an unk, you know, an older dude who's been through like a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I try to tell them, and the one thing you always get from all of them is like, "No, I know." You don't, bro. Like, and I'm trying to. I don't want to steal, rob them of the experience of the bad, because you need that. You need the bad experience. You need the heartbreaks. You need the going hella broke. Yeah. You need all that to learn from it and build. I just would like soften it a little bit. Like, it's coming. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna fail, but you got to get back up and like try again.
I feel like hearing it is very important. At least like, okay, I'll represent myself as the youth, right? Like in this case,
let's get it. Yep.
Hearing it is very important, because yes, we are gonna go through it, and we probably heard you say it to not do it, and we probably did it. But I think hearing it counts enough where like, okay, I'm at the bottom. Like, I fucked up and I did what I wasn't. But I know that I'm going to be good. Like he said, you know, or he let me know that you just got to get up and you're going to figure it out, which I think is very important, because like we're going to go through shit where we fuck up, even though we know we shouldn't have done that or whatever. We're going to low key do it anyways.
Yay.
So it's kind of inevitable. Like we can hear it, but might go in one ear out the other. But I think just like having that support, or, you know, constant reminders of like, okay, you fucked up. This is what it is. But a lot of people don't have that. They don't have anyone older to count on or to remind them or let them know of that. So
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I feel like that's key.
Yeah. So keep doing your thing, like with the younger people you got around you. Because like you just said, like you just don't know if they have any. Maybe you're the only one.
Yeah.
You know, that can shine light on those things. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So keep doing it.
You might be the one.
There you go, Leslie.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'm big on paying forward. Like I'll do things, maybe, you know, either out of my pocket or out of my time, in hopes that it just gets paid forward. Like I don't need to see the result, the monetary or the any type of benefit. I just want somebody, like one day they can help somebody. And I related to like my mom. My mom has this in Mexico. They call it a don. It's like a gift almost. Like she has this gift, bro. Like people always helped her out. And if you ever met my mom's aggressive. She looks mad all the time. She just like, you look at her, that's not a friendly person, but she is. And people would always look out for her. Especially after my dad died, people were always looking out for her. And I appreciate them. I don't even know who they are, but what I do now is pay it forward for my mom. So like I'll look out for like single moms or anybody really, like if I can help, I'm gonna help.
Like it engraved that onto you.
Yeah, but I'm just paying it forward because like somebody did it for my mom, so now I'm trying to like pass it down. So when I do things too, don't have to pay me. You don't have to. I don't need nothing from you. I just hope that one day you or somebody helps out the next person.
I love that, bro. I love that, and that's not expecting. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people expect still. You know what I mean? Especially in this type of industry we're in, a lot of people like to take. And it's like take and never give back energy, you know what I mean? Like, or they'll give energy expecting something out, like something in return. So it's like to just have the mindset of just going in and be like, you know what, like if I feel like it's in alignment with me, I'll try, you know what I mean? Like I'll try it. So that's good, bro. Like I love that. Like, you know, I feel the same way too. You know, I feel like because we had a talk on this, you know, off record, but like your mom sounds like a lot like my mom. You know what I mean? So, and we learn a lot. Yeah. Even from our moms, you know what I mean? Like even from our parents, even if they don't want to hear it sometimes.
Like from a distance too. Yeah. Just watch.
I do sit back sometimes and be like, damn, she did tell me about it. And I was like ignoring her. Like, I hit her with the I know too. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like realistically, that's what it is for the youth too.
I don't
like
get
we want them to listen, but
I don't get mad when they because I was that.
Yeah.
You know, like when kids like
one
day your kids
reality of it.
hide their homework and you're like, I know exactly where you're gonna hide it because that's where I would have hid it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're never gonna outsmart our parents. And then as you get older, now I'm just like, damn, she told me about this. Like she told me to look out for this. She told me about this, and so
it makes sense.
You do kind of have to pay attention to like the older folk because they'll give you some gems, you know, that you can use and shit.
Because I feel like when you're younger, when you're like in your 20s, like you know what I'm saying, like you outside and all that. Like you just want stuff now, you know. You just want the car now, and the driver's license now, the girlfriend or whatever. Like you just want stuff now. But it's like when you hear it from older people, especially during that age, you're just like, bro. Or they call it the knee-jerk reaction. Oh, I know, man, I know. But then it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, and I put myself in those because we all used to be that person. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when I used to say I know.
I didn't know.
People I didn't know, and then I'm like, and the person that I was talking to about it, that person was like, I would probably say like they were more further in life than I was, but they were trying to help me out,
like where you're at now.
Yeah, and I'm just like, dude, why am I like shutting that door out? Where, bro, I'm not even close to anywhere near that person. I should just be hearing them. Like what do you mean I know? Let me figure out what he's saying before I say I know. You know what I mean?
Like arrogant young mentality of like, because I'll conquer the world with no help.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, you will always need, no matter what you're trying to do, you're gonna need some help along the way. So.
Always, bro.
It's also hard for them to get out of that. I think because it's so engraved onto you. Yeah, that like. You know, it's not that easy for them to release that mindset until either worst case scenario or just, you know, they feel vulnerable enough to accept the help or, you know.
Yeah, a lot of kids are shy or they're like, they just
think it's like weak awkward. Or whatever.
Yeah, they feel awkward to ask for help, you know. And I feel like that grows into age. Like if you don't learn that early, like it's okay to ask for help and to chat with people, like it becomes a harder road because that can be anything, you know what I'm saying? Like that could be like anything. So it's always good to open up and speak up. And that's a really important life trait to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, man. Hey, we need Dr. Phillip and we need a fourth chair right here.
Facts.
For real, man.
Tell us while
we tell, bro, we're gonna have to snip these clips out and like promote it. You know what I mean? And tell the youth, man, we need y'all, man. We need y'all. So
I really like genuinely try to help people because people will ask me like, "Oh, I want to start a podcast." I was like, "Look, I bought shit out of impulse. Didn't know what the fuck." I reached out to other people and they were just kind of like, "Go on YouTube," which I hate. I hate when people tell you that. Like, you can like help though, right? So
can you just tell me what I need, please?
And I'll send them like screenshots. Like, don't spend all the money I did if you're just starting because you don't even know if you're gonna like it. Don't waste your money. Here's a cheaper but effective option. Go this route, and if you like it later on, then you can invest. But first, find out if you're even going to enjoy it. Because I feel like a lot of podcasts don't even make it past 20, 30 episodes before something comes up. Either the hosts don't get along, or the timing, or their schedules, and then you just spend all that money on equipment and shit.
I like that, because if I was like asking you, I'd be like, all right, I'll take that. Yeah, that sounds doable. It's kind of like when you're on social media and you see those like money gurus. Yeah. And they're like, yo, like, y'all want to make like 9,000 a week?
Everybody's like, yeah.
And you work a 9 to 5? Well, give me a comment down below. And I'm just like, bro.
Just make the video about how I'm gonna make the 9K.
Yeah, how did you do that? Like, tell me, like, what did you have to do to, like, for real?
Go
like,
to part 2.
Yeah, like, oh no,
you get to part 2,
right?
For $39.99 a month.
For real, I'm just like, tell me, please, like, tell me, entertain me, please. But like, you know, that type of, I feel like a lot of people, that's gatekeeping. I feel like a lot of people they gatekeep, you know, like that. But like with your advice, the way you do it, it's like, you start to relate. You're like, oh yeah, I do want to start like with an affordable option, and like, what are those parts that I need, like stuff like that, man. Like that, I think that's always great help to anybody. Like if you can simply tell them instead of like, you know, trying to hit them with the that 1990 ad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the TV ad. You know, salesman ad or whatever. But,
yeah, because I could easily be like, nah, just pay me. I got the equipment. Don't spend it.
That's crazy.
Shoot me the money and I got you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, bro. Like, it's in this particular space, I feel like there's room for everybody. Everybody's going to be different. All conversations are not going to be the same.
Yeah.
In everything.
Yeah, but like, I'm thinking like specifically like this, but like you, so many people can go out and make hats, right? But you got your niche. Like you got your thing. Nobody's
That's
going to copy.
You, yeah.
That's what makes you, and then they can find their thing to make it them, and so on. So
yeah, that's what you want to teach, like finding individuality with kids, especially like younger people. Like I've mentored a few cats, and there's a young guy. You see him sometimes at my pop-ups. Like he'll come by every now and then. And I'll even tell him, like, dude, like, just have fun and focus on like your artistry. Like, you don't gotta, like, sometimes people will be like, but I'm no like artist.
Yeah.
I ain't like this guy. But like, it's like, yeah, but like, you gotta remember, like you gotta put yourself in a special category and see yourself as a special person. Because a lot of us start off as consumers, you know what I mean? We're a consumer to whatever's influencing us, you know what I mean?
Other
like,
people's ideas.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably got like, before you went into your thing, you probably were like, oh yeah, I seen some girls really doing it.
Yeah.
And it kind of inspired me to do it, and I finally started doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at one point we're all influenced by somebody or something, you know what I mean? And it's cool to think that way, but you gotta remember, like, you gotta put yourself as you, like you are you, and one day the world's gonna see you as you, you know, and then people are gonna be like, oh, I want to be like you, but you can't really put that
find that first though.
Yeah, it can't be put that in perspective, but you gotta keep thinking like that though. If you don't think like that, you can't elevate yourself. You know, a lot of people put themselves in the box, like mentally, you know what I mean, like
close themselves off,
put these invisible walls, like nah, I ain't gonna work. Bro, have you tried? nah, bro, then why are you saying no already? Like, just go and try it. If it doesn't work, then you know now. But if, you know what I mean?
Go ahead. Sorry, no, I didn't know you were
No, I was just saying.
No, you go first.
Fine, I'll go.
Dang it.
No, but like that did happen to me just recently. I was trying something new. Like, bro, when I get something in my head, I was like, I just got to do it right now before I forget. So I started doing it, and I couldn't do it. Like, I'll humbly admit I don't have the particular skill for what I was trying to do. I tried, and I couldn't. And I was like, damn. I went out in the living room. I was like, babe, I failed. She's like, you didn't fail, babe. She's don't think of it like that. And I was like, you're right. I just found out how not to do it.
Ooh.
And she's like, yeah, think like that. You just found out how that's one way not to do it. And I was like, yeah. For sure. All right, thank you. Which perspective, yeah.
Perspective, and that's important. That's important. That's good. That's good mental health, like perspective, because a lot of us will go into like the first thing that pops in her mind, like the negative about it.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
it's not gonna work out.
Man, I didn't make no money, or man, I didn't do this. Man, that was ugly. Like, you know, automatically. And it's like, nah, bro, you gotta understand, like, give it some critical thinking to it, you know, and don't be quick to act. Just be silent and kind of soak it in and give your 2 cents on it a little later. But like, get advice, you know, that all of that is very important to whatever it is that you want to do. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be entrepreneurship. It can be whatever, you know. Those are life skills. You know, people, a lot of kids too, man. I was one of them. Like, kind of like, oh, I want it. Like, they see the cool stuff happening. Like, oh, the cool stuff. And social media makes it worse. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, like I'm trying to be like that, but like, social media is just like. Social media can be like, I mean, a lot of, there's a lot of really dope people on there that really showcase like everything. But a lot of times, like, people, of course, we all know they don't show the process and how really like
real shit goes down.
Yeah. It's kind of like the iceberg effect, right? Yeah. Like, you see the iceberg floating on top, but when you see the bottom of it, it's like 3 times, 4 times bigger. But that's the same thing. Like, social media's on top, but like all the crap they went through, like, you know, you don't see that. So it's like,
they just see the nice finish,
pretty
product,
like,
which I wish we would change. I was just talking to a client about that today, because she's into like the social media right now. She kind of just started, and we kind of had like the same thought at the same time. Like, we should show the ugly. We should show the realness behind it. You know, like, for example, me, I was telling her like, oh, I've been posting my cute little breakfast, right, that I make in the mornings. But I'm like, but nobody knows.
Show the sink full of dishes.
Yeah, no, yeah, literally. Or like, nobody knows that in my room I have a freaking hill full of clothes that I have not folded. But like, it's the reality of it, you know. Like, we all have that. That's
but the cute aesthetic photo.
But the cute picture of just my nail there and my jewelry. But with that, I think so many people can relate, and it makes it more comfortable to whoever's viewing it to want to be or want to do the same.
Yeah,
because you do see just the pretty, you know, and then you're like, damn, mine doesn't look like that, or mine isn't this.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like, and it just makes the journey of what you're promoting, like, just a little closer to like the audience. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it just makes the product or whatever you're doing, your content, more real, like, from time to time. Or just, it's like wine, it gets better over time, you know what I mean? Like, that type of thing. So yeah, it's always good to do that.
I would just say don't quit, even if you know, quote unquote fail. That you just failed that one. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean you're gonna fail the next one.
Or try something else. It doesn't have to be that specific thing. Just don't quit on trying.
Yeah, don't quit. Yeah, that's the worst. Don't quit. That people want to quit, you know? Like, they like, it's easier to quit. So
for sure.
It's just, don't do that. Some people are like, I had a talk with somebody today. That's crazy that we're talking about it. Hopefully they're watching. Hey, hopefully they're watching. Today, like, they're like, I'm trying. I'm like, well, I'm like, hey, keep trying. Just don't quit. You can try less today. You can try less tomorrow. As long as you're trying, you know what I mean? Like, and then try more. Whenever you're ready to try more, do it. But if you quit, you failed. You're done. And
it will come in waves too. I think that's important to know, that you don't necessarily have to try like full throttle, you know, every day. Yeah. Give yourself the breaks of like, I'm gonna just try a little inch, you know, whatever it is.
Try a little,
that's the hard part though. I don't know. Even I've dealt with like the imposter syndrome, the self-doubt, all those negative things you can think of. I've gone through those, and at the end of the day, it's like you still have to get up and try again. Like,
keep trying.
I've keep swimming.
I've said it before. Like, before she came on, there was every day I would talk to my girl like, why am I doing this? I should just give this shit up. I'm gonna just post all this shit for sale, or, you know, like, help somebody else. Like, I'm done. Like, what am I doing? Like, ain't nothing working. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, don't stop, babe. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it until you stop enjoying it. And once you stop enjoying it, then you can say like, all right.
Because that's valid too. Yeah. Like, you know, if mentally, ya no puedes, whatever. But
that's true. That's true. Or if you catch like a Like if you catch like the bug when you're like, oh, you know what? I've been dying to try this out. Like the clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. It was her idea. I had given up on this.
That's true. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit.
Creative Threads was like the first, when I tried, and literally I was just like throwing away things that I could use right now, which makes me mad about it sometimes. But I was like, I'm done with this creative space. I'm out. Like,
throw in the towel.
And then she was like, yo, let's do this. And because I'm just all right, fuck it type of person, I was like, all right, cool. And then, like it's
brought
gave
back
birth. Not birth. It brought back to life.
He's up.
Dale gas.
And that's how the story goes.
Yeah, and that's how
we are.
Dale gas came about.
But yeah, like put life back into like that creative space that I actually enjoy. And now I'm kind of really every day. Like, what can I? I don't want to just be a guy who slaps a logo on a shirt. Like, how can I be like more into like the fashion side of it?
Yeah, yeah. And it kind of excites you a little bit, even if it's a different creative venture. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. Like, man, like when my mom passed, like I started, I don't know, I started getting into my health thing, and I was like, you know what? I hate running, so I'm gonna just try to like get good at it. Like I would just I was like, I'm gonna try to do that. All right, cool. All right, I hate dieting, so I'm gonna try to get good at it. So like, I always kind of challenge myself with those type of things, and one idea kind of led to another, and I was like, we should try doing like a sports run club or something. So like, that's something in the works that I'm starting to do, but I feel excited about it because it's like it's about it's still coming from like a thing that I do, and it's coming from a real place, and I'm just like, I'm trying to promote like good health, and I'm like, it helps me out, and stuff like that. It's like it doesn't involve like. It's still in the creative realm, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's still like, I'm just adding to it.
Yeah.
I'm just adding to it. So like, never lose. Like if you lost something completely, like you said, like that's valid too. Like you want to do something you love doing. Like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like regardless if it pays you money or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to enjoy
you still enjoy it. Like if someone paid you $1 million a day, you still enjoy it. If you don't get paid $1 million a day, you're still going to enjoy it. That's how it should be. Like that's the goal. You know
I think
at
one point you'll end up enjoying the process more than the finished product. Like when we dropped these shirts, now what's next? Like what's the next thing? Like, cool. The process is done. You know what I mean? Like, all right, moving on. We gotta I didn't get excited because I enjoyed the process of it more than the final product.
Yeah, yeah, I like that, and it kind of it grows more ideas.
Yeah.
So
it keeps you going and shit.
Yeah. So it inspires you.
Hell
you know what I mean? That's important. That's important. It's inspiring everybody. You know what I mean?
You were talking earlier off mic how somebody, when you wanted to started doing the hats, and somebody like maybe not doubted you, but put doubt in your head, or there's people like that, bro. And those are the kind of people you kind of gotta stay away from for real.
Yeah,
the ones
who
and it must be something in them that finds the doubt, because it's like you don't even know why why do you care?
Yeah,
but I used to have somebody like that. When I started working out, they'd be like, lifting weights raises your cholesterol.
Oh no, not the science coach.
When I started jump roping,
come down, professional.
You're gonna get shin splints. It's gonna hurt. You're not gonna be able to walk. Why are you putting that in my head, bro?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
But there's people like that. Like we even had a hate comment, like, "Oh, you're in your little hats."
What?
Yeah, it's like,
what, little bro? Brand, yeah,
little brand. Oh my god.
So.
Be nice. Be nice.
Thank
you.
Be
nice. Come on, man. Be nice.
There's always gonna be the doubters, and
bro, for real.
Just like, excuse me.
Yeah, and don't let that take over. Yeah,
don't let that take over for sure. I think.
How long did it take for the doubt from others to stop?
I want to say, if I can realistically put a number to it, probably like a year.
Like a year
after starting. Yeah,
Year in.
A year in after starting.
They started seeing like, oh, nah, he got some.
Yeah, it looks like he's got some motion a little bit. You know, like the first year was just really like trying to put together like a brand and what that looks like. You know what I mean? Because back then it was like, okay, the name, the logo, what we stand for, what products are we making. Bro, I just had like I put together because my thing was like I came from like a lot of cats out here now, but back then I came from vintage. Like I found success in vintage first. You know what I mean?
Like reselling.
Yeah,
okay.
And trading, and then eventually like getting contacts from like vendors who were like selling like crates of it, so you can get like how do I explain it, like a whole
big old bundles,
like a random stock, yeah, and then whatever is in there is yours. So that way you can have your inventory, but like. Cause it'll get dry, especially when it caught on back then. People were going to thrift stores and cleaning it out, you know. So like, if you weren't there, if you don't got guys on it, oh yeah, bro, you ain't never.
You can spot them too, cause they like run through the tags. And, and I'm still kind of like, this looks old.
I know, you're like, I like this, you know. I just get it. But you'll see them with shirts over their shoulder. I'm like, oh shit,
it's the one.
Late,
damn, bro, they got the good stuff, bro. But like I found a lot of success through it, you know. At eBay, I had an eBay store. It was cool. Like, and I was like in the community, you know, and I met a lot of people through that I never met in person, you know, like you know, we were all cool. We trust each other. It was cool. Like that's kind of like the taste I got from like what a community is like, you know what I mean, in fashion. So that bestowed on me early. And I felt like, okay, cool. How can I like bring that here to SD? Like, how can I like locally, like, how can I like present that to people and get that same like energy? People like buying, selling. How can I do that? This is before Kobe's, right? This is before all the markets that are out. This is before all the vintage stores we see out there. You know what I mean? Like, this is before any of
all
that.
All of that, yeah.
Yeah, like I couldn't sell a vintage shirt to save my life. Like with people, because they just saw it as like an old shirt.
Yeah,
that's an old shirt, bro. I don't want that. Like
$40.
But now it's all about that.
$40. Like what? Yeah, now it's all about that.
$40. It's just like opposite. They're like $40.
Let me get that.
Yeah, the more messed up it is, the better. Like back then, it was like you know what I mean. Like, but I came from that, and so coming from that to building a brand, like it was like a learning curve, you know. It was like a crazy transition because I was like, I want to start designing stuff. Like I want to start making stuff instead of going and sourcing it out, you know, like, because it became a pain, you know what I mean? It became like it's sourcing vintage clothes is its own job. You know what I mean? Like that's
shit.
Yeah, that's you're not even getting ready to sell it. You still gotta find it. And then figure out how to sell it, and then find your right buyers and your customer. Like it gets crazy. But so I did that. It was cool, and I learned a lot about like that. That was the cool part about vintage. You learn a lot about if you weren't educated in brands and value in clothing, and you just saw clothing as clothing. Well, with vintage, you learned a lot about like tags, the brand,
stitching,
what was valuable because it was made earlier. Like what was who made what, you know, like if you're buying polo, is that good polo? Like is that antique polo, like that holds value, or you're just getting something that's like it's gonna flop? Like what are you getting? Like, and you can spot real from fake. I started learning about like real designer clothes from it, like what was real, what was fake, you know. Bro, like, so I used to, it's still there too. There was a thrift store called Amvets over in Spring Valley, right off of right by the ice cream shop the
one on the corner,
by the
freeway,
the little swirly
Hamacha?
No.
Before that,
Hamacha.
Yeah,
on this side though. Yeah. It's next to the 7-Eleven, across the street from like the
7-Eleven. Yeah, by 7-Eleven.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like a big blue. It looks like old as shit.
Yeah, that one.
It has the ice cream swirl, no?
Yeah, that one. But
that
thrift, I go to that one.
Yeah,
but there's one up the street. called, oh my bad, Dollar Gas. Up the street called Amvets, and I remember I found it because they do it differently all the time. They move stuff around, but the time that I went, this is years ago, they had all the hats in the bin, so I'd go there first.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, like find all the dope hats, all the dope like vintage NWA hats that no one has. I go in there and I find this like Gucci, right? And I go in there, I'm like, no way. So I go in there, I grab it. I'm like, right, with all the pile of clothes right there. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, dude. So I grab it and I search it up and I look at it. I'm like, this feels authentic. It looks authentic. It just like doesn't have a tag on it though. And I look it up and it's real. I get it authenticated by some homies and they send me a photo. Yeah, I think that's real. I mean, someone just pulled the tag off of it. So, and it was. So it was real. So I put it on my eBay account. Man, tell me why I put it on. I wish I had a screenshot of it or something, but like I put on auction. I didn't put a price on it. I just put it on auction. Someone bought it out for like $2,000.
Damn.
$2,000. And I bought it for like $5
because they probably thought it was fake.
Yeah, they probably thought it was fake in there. Yeah, $2,000. Boom, $2,000. That same year. Nowadays it's hard to find because they know what's up.
Yeah.
If you go to those thrift stores, they put them in like
the workers themselves be like, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I was like that in the sneaker game. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you think you're entering a raffle and you have hopes of winning, you're not winning unless you know somebody who works at the store.
Damn it!
Because I would
You're winning if you are.
The manager would be like, he would like, just get in line, bro. Like, all the shoes are already taken. They're already claimed. These people waiting in line, they ain't getting shit.
Damn.
Yikes.
Bro, like,
I fucked up.
Yeah. But it's like that, like anything that there's a demand for, there's gonna be a plug. And my goal was finding the plugs.
Guys, I just had a brainstorm.
Okay.
For our plans, right?
Let's get it. Yeah.
How's it, Jona?
Okay.
Do you we'll talk off record. We'll talk off record with it.
Anyways, back to it. Yeah. So I feel like anything there's demand is gonna be a plug. All you gotta do is find the plug. Don't stop trying to be like the regular folk. Find the plug.
Find the plug.
Find the plug.
Pluggy. Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta think smarter.
That's where networking comes in. Your personality, being outgoing, all that's gonna play a hand. And one thing I learned, because I used to be a very introvert. I didn't talk to people with it. You wouldn't see me outside. I was very shy to myself. I had like 2 friends. And then one day I stepped out, went downtown, and I just liked it. I was like, well, can I do this? Can I be out here like promoting? They're like, a lot of them were like, nah. But one dude was like, yeah. And then he created something, bro. Like, by just giving me that opportunity, like, it's who I am now. Like, outgoing. I can go and network. I can go and talk to anybody. I was able to find the plugs that I'm talking about. Like, all that just because I was able to, like, push my comfort to the side and be like, let me try this.
And closed mouths don't get fed.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
I feel like I'm barely learning that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not in that. Well, I could talk. Okay, yeah, you be yapping. But as far as like asking for things or like trying to get connected with somebody, I feel like I've been very like, oh no, like what if they don't like me? I'll just wait for somebody to reach out to me if they're interested. But now I'm like, nah, that's not really what it's about out here. You know, like you got to be able to connect and network that way by asking and reaching out. So I'm working on it, but yes.
Yeah, don't be scared. You know, sometimes it could be awkward, but you'll get good at it. You know what I mean? I feel like same with me. Like even to this day, like I still try to find myself. Like, okay, I gotta go talk to that person and chop it up with that person. Learn how to, because you just never know. You know what I mean? Like when you're networking, that's how a lot of these like deals happen. You know what I mean? When you're networking, you know. I hear stories a lot too. I hear a lot of stories, especially with mine. Like I took initiative to get seen. You know what I mean? Even though like I put some skin in the game, you still gotta go and do your own thing. You still gotta figure it out. You know what I mean? Like it ain't like everyone's got a PR, or everyone's got like a team, an agent or a team. You still gotta like, you know what I mean? Like you still gotta go and get it. Like not everyone's blessed that way. So you gotta just go and find ways. And if you don't, like, it is what it is. So
I find like a kind of like a pleasure of being able to say I came from like not knowing how to do it to like, you know, like boom.
Yeah.
Or instead of somebody just handing it to me like a turnkey and like, here you go.
Yeah.
Like let me build it.
Too easy. Yeah.
I wanna suffer. I wanna like have those doubts. I wanna be like, damn, that didn't work.
Yeah. I want to grind too.
I want the mistakes.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like one thing when I learned how to sew with the machine, because I was trying to put labels on the creative thread stuff. And I asked my sister because she knows how, and she's like, just give them to me. And I was like, teach me. She's like, just bring them to me. I was like, teach me. She's like, nah, just bring them to me. And I was like, fuck that. So I bought.
She's like, go on YouTube.
Somebody gave me a machine for my birthday, and I grabbed the beanie and I grabbed tags, and I was just one full beanie has like 40 tags on it, and they look like absolute dog shit. And Kat was like, I want that one. My girl, she's like, I want that one. I was like, why do you want this? Looks ugly. She's like, cause that's you. You tried all those. Like, you messed those up. She's like, that's a one of one. I want those. And ever since then, she's like, is that a mistake? Let me have it.
Yeah, she's always like that too with our t-shirts and shit, which is dope.
That's
like, she has that mind too, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of into that right now, where like the different stuff is the cool stuff, you know?
Yeah, they into that. Yeah, if it's like made a certain way, because that's kind of how this came about. Like the way this came about was like, because like my buddy at the time we were talking about earlier, like he had a store at Plaza Bonita, and he wanted brands in there. I didn't really have anything, you know. I didn't even have a graphic for a shirt or anything, but I had a bunch of hats that I've collected because of vintage and thrifting and stuff. And I was like, man, everyone has embroidery on hats. Everyone has the same hats. I'm like, that's cool.
He's like, let me reverse it.
Yeah, and I was like, let me deface these. Defacing it, that sounds kind of good. And I was just kind of like brainstorming, you know what I mean? Brainstorming. And I was like, maybe I just like deface them and just like mess them up. I think that'll be kind of cool. Maybe on baseball caps, that'd be kind of cool. Now I was just kind of messing with it. You know, I was trying to find my own signature to a hat. You know, like maybe this can be my signature. Like I was thinking of it in a different way rather than like, oh, I don't have an embroidery machine. I don't have this. You know, like I don't want. So I was like, you know what? Nah, like let me try to repurpose these hats. Give them like a different like
life.
Yeah. Maybe we can like turn it into like a drop or something, a collection or something. So like I did that. And then I felt comfortable enough to be like, okay, this is what I want to bring tomorrow, like to the store. So I did, and then there of course, like the reactions are, the reactions are crazy, right? And then I was like, I even bought like a display. I was like, I'll buy a nice display for these at your store. I'll even go out and buy it. And I did. And I bought like this like glass display. It was cool. I bought this glass display. I even brought it in, hauled it in there, and I put the hats there. And put some turf. It was cool. Up there on this cool. And it sold. And it sold every time. You know?
Have a picture of your first ever setup or no?
In the store, yeah, I do. Yeah, I'll send it to you. That's fire. I'll send it to you guys. I have some homies that can't have I have a homie. His name is Abe. Abe Camacho. He's a pastor over at local church. You know, you guys know local church? Okay. Yeah, he's getting some motion right now. Shout out to him. But he there's a photo of him at the store with me, so I was like, he came to pop up. You know, like you could tell we were in the 2000s though, like or 2000 like some like with the
fit.
We had the yay boots on and the you know what I'm saying, like the church fit type, you know what I mean? Everyone wanted to be like a fear of God type style, but
skinny jeans, baggy ass shirt.
Yep. So that was us. But like he came, that was cool. It was a cool photo. I'll send it to you guys. And that's kind of how this came about. I was just like trying to think differently, like everyone does and then nowadays it's cool seeing like brands and like local cats do it and like seeing what they can come up with rather than. Because of fashion, a lot of people think automatically, well, I don't have the money to like. Yeah. I don't have the money to like do that. Like that is expensive. Like, so versus, you know what? Let me try. I have the means. I have the materials. Let me try doing one piece. Yeah. And like freely do it and see it as the art piece that I'm doing rather than think of it as like, oh, I don't really have the money to do like 36 pieces. You know, just let me try one. You know. And that's how you should think. Like I encourage everyone to do that, you know, like try doing one thing at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make it an experiment first. Don't be so in a rush to like do the hottest thing in town. You know what I mean? Like it took me a while to like develop this idea, even though like, you know, we're 10 years in the making. Like this, like 10 years ago, I wanted that to happen right away.
Yeah. You wanted to be where you are now 10 years ago.
Yeah. I did. You know, back then I saw like all the brands doing it, you know, Diamond Supply, all the cool guys doing cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here like, dude, I want to do that. Like, I want to see like God and stuff, or I want to see like my hats and like stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be there. I want to do that. You know, why not me? You know, but it's like now that I'm older, still doing it. I know now it's like, bro, just patience, hard work, bro, and just don't give up. Those three things: patience, hard work, and don't give up. That's all you need. There's no. I never said anything about not having enough money. It doesn't matter if you don't have enough money or not. You might have all the money in the world. Who knows, right? You still need these three things.
Yeah, that's true.
You could do these three things without money. You know what I mean?
So, effort is free.
Yeah, you can still you will find a way. You would ask somebody for help, or there's always people to help. You know, people are always wanting to help, family members, whoever. You'll find a way if you want to make it work. But you still need those three things, you know, no matter what.
Was there one of the three that you feel like you struggled with the most? At least for me, I feel like patience.
Yeah, for real. To be honest, TBH, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like patience for sure. Because back then you get a lot of FOMO. You get a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Instagram ain't helping. So you're like, damn, like they're already doing stuff like that. I want to do this. I want to do that too. Yeah. I want to be up on game too. Like, you know, like it was a lot of that. So, you know, definitely patience. I think that was one. Never giving up. I always had a stubborn heart, you know, like I'm like, you know what? Like I want to see me do it. You know, like I've had a lot of times where I want to give up. Like we were talking about too before, where I wanted to give up so many times. But until like I started seeing like breakthroughs, and I was like, man,
because then you just kind of like one more month,
yeah,
and it gets better, and you're like, one more month, you know, it's just it's just like anything. You see a little bit of progress, and you get like that addiction for you're like, I want more of that.
Yeah.
Kind of like deters you from wanting to quit, because I don't know if you've had, but those thoughts are in my head like, man, what the fuck am I doing, bro? Like, it's time to hang it up.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it, and while I'm enjoying it, I'm just gonna keep doing it. So, and it's funny that I don't have patience in normal life, but when it comes to like creative things, I can lock in and just be hella patient. Mm-hmm. Like when I used to do the graffiti and drawing, I would zone out and take my sweet time, where normally anything else I'd be like, let's go, man, let's get it going. But whenever I'm like in a creative space, like everything stops, and I can focus on what I'm doing. As long as nobody interrupts me, I can just like, and nothing matters no more. So like when I'm in the creative space, like patience is like what keeps me calm. Actually,
that's what you should be doing. For real. Like with you, if you feel the same way with what you got going on, that's what you should be doing, you know? And from there, you'll see if you'll see yourself from there, you'll know whether or not that's the thing you should be doing or not. For sure. I've had a lot of like tribulations in my life, you know, whether if you're a believer or not, but like a lot of like tribulations, whether or not I wanted to do this, or this is the thing I should be doing, you know what I mean? And a lot of confirmation. So I ended up accepting it. I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. Then I'll love it. I'll keep loving it. You know what I mean? Because I always like saw myself as, you know, wherever I go, whatever I do, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. Whether it is this or whether it's something else, that's just my personality. That's just who I am. Like if it's not fashion, then I'll go wherever I need to go. You know, I'll be there. Like I'm just a go-getter. I'll just go do it. You know. Yeah. So, but you know, fashion has always been put in my face, and like opportunities, and you know, people were just like encouraging me, and I'm like, all right. Cool, I'll stay in it. You know what I mean? You know, so years later now that we're here, it's like, it's cool. Like I get to share stories and like and like be in it. And like I do wake up every day as if I started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wake up every day as if I started brand new. Like I'm still starting.
Like still hungry.
Yeah, like I'm still. You know what I mean?
I can see people getting complacent or comfortable, and then like a little creative mind block can like really shut shit down. Like
I also think like a beautiful side of it is this your full-time job? Yeah, like that's the beauty of it too. You know, once you've established that, like it becomes your main thing, and it I don't know. I feel like it's so much better when you can have that full focus. Obviously, you know, there's like side things, but when you can have that full focus on that and it's yours, like it just feels good. Yeah. So you do want to feel like it's day one, like you're just starting. Yeah,
but a lot of times it's like what can like hinder that is like life or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that could really like alter your thinking process or your passion too sometimes. But what will always win is like your love for whatever it is that you're doing. Like if like
that's your passion.
That's it. Like that would never change. You know what I mean? Like I would like you hear from a lot of people like, oh yeah, you can never. And I would always do that my whole life. I'm gonna always do that, you know, or do this, or you hear comedians say, oh yeah, I'm gonna be funny like till I die. Like I'm this, you know, like
it's just who they are.
Yeah, and I feel the same like with fashion and whatever fashion branches out to for me. You know, I'm still gonna incorporate that in that because I see that as me you know, day one. You know what I mean? Day one, that's me. So, and I tell people like, you know, yeah, I'm getting more into my health stuff, but like even then, like I'm still not done with fashion. You know, like I don't want to leave it until like I know that I'm like, okay, I've done enough this year. I think I'm gonna try doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
I think a lot of like a lot of things that you pick, like people give up quick on them, but you gotta let it tell you it's time.
I like that. You gotta let it tell you.
It's gonna tell you when they like
wrap it up.
Like you ain't got it. Like you know, like you reached.
It's gonna rear its head.
Yeah, your journey. You know,
and you will have that.
It will happen where like whatever it is gonna tell you like.
And when you know
the road
that
is,
it's that.
Yeah.
Or that it's not time to give up, then that's your calling. You know.
But if you can keep adapting, this is like what like a keeping up. Like honestly, like keeping up with like what's popping or just being aware of it. You're gonna adapt. You have to adapt, or you get left behind.
You gotta be resilient, bro.
Yeah. Like if people who only did photography, and I'm speaking to this, didn't want to do video, you're gonna get left behind. Video is important now.
Oh, bro, video is.
So you just have to evolve with whatever it is, like shirts, clothes, whatever, anything. You have to evolve with it, or you're gonna get left behind because you can't be the relic. You have to somehow keep up, like.
Keep up and make it different.
I know a lot of people who, like my age, who don't know how to like do the social media or don't know how to create things for social media. And luckily, I've always been tapped into like what's going on. And my brain wants to learn how to do those things. So I just keep like, oh, that's new. Let me try that. Let me try this. Let me try that. If you don't adapt with where the train is going, you're gonna get left behind, man.
That's true, bro. That's true,
part.
bro. And I think that I wanna say like to add to that, like mostly that's in like the creative space.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I feel like in the creative space, if like that's one thing to be up on is like
new trends.
Yeah, you want to try to keep up with everyone. It sounds funny or it sounds like you don't want to keep up with. No, you got to keep up with everything, dude.
Because that's really the motion like of social media, what everybody's watching, or what everybody's into, and that's what's gonna get you your movement.
For sure, and that's dope. And I think more and more people need to understand that for sure. Like more and more creatives, and it helps. It helps because we want y'all to be the best version of yourself. You know what I mean? We want you to be encouraged to make whatever it is that you have in your head. You know what I mean?
Make it happen, make it yours.
Yeah, that's what Dolly Gas is about. You know what I'm saying? That's what my brand is about. That's who I am. You know, I'm glad we're talking about this because I love talking about my brand and what I do. But at the same time, I know we have a lot of creatives out there.
Yeah.
And bro, like I love having to put game out there because it's like I love seeing like our SD culture being put on, you know what I mean? And like you see a lot of creatives come out from the woodworks, you know what I mean? And they coming out to pop-ups and like, oh yeah, I have a brand too, or I have I'm an artist too, you know, and it's like, oh, that's cool. Or, you know, where you from? What's your Instagram? I'll follow you. Then you start to learn about like what's out there, like the temperature and you know what I mean? And it's like
I was just talking to somebody about that today. They were asking me if I keep up with other podcasts. And I do. I listen to all of them. And it's not, one, to support SD shit, right? But at the same time, like, it's a temperature check. I need to know, like, can I improve? What can I do? I don't want to get complacent. Like, I want to be able to still, like, be relevant. So I got to keep up and, like, I'm listening for, like, audio quality. I'm listening for, like, cuts. What are they doing different? How can I improve mine? You know what I mean? Like, I'm always just keeping track because I just want to stay with the movement, or else I get left behind too. So
that's what's up. That's smart, man. This episode has a lot of gems, bro.
Y'all better listen closely. Have your pen and paper written down with your brand name at the bottom, please.
Yeah.
Hey,
I wanted to ask you something, and it's funny because you started your brand a long time ago, and I remember when you were starting to put, and I'm a preface this with the whole church God thing, not God, church, religion.
Yeah, sure.
That's new for me. I was very anti that as an establishment. I was anti 100%. I was the biggest anti-church person you would ever meet. Like, I would get into debates to like just argue with them because I was just that guy, right? So when you came out with your shirts that said like gangsters and sinners go to church, or I remember thinking. And like, no disrespect, right? But this is who I was then.
No, it's cool.
Thinking like, that shirt is stupid as shit. Right? I'm just being 100%.
I love the honesty.
I'm being like a complete 100% honest.
It's all good, bro.
I remember like thinking like, of course, that's what's at church. A bunch of fucking hypocrites, sinners and shit. That was my mindset then, right? Yeah. Then I had a guest. Shout out to JD. I don't know if he listens anymore.
Hey, shout out to JD.
Shout out to JD. He came in here. He's like, that's who should be at church. He's like, when you're sick, you go to the hospital because that's where you need to be. He's like, if you're sinning, you need to go to church. That's where you're going to heal that. That's where you need to be. And it was just like an eye opening. I was like, I didn't want to agree with him. I was like, nah, yeah, bro. Like, right? But he had a point. He made a point. He was the only person to ever like, kind of like put like a positive thing that I had a negative idea on. And I was like, damn, all right. And then I started getting more guests. They were like, oh, I go to church. And I was just like, all right. It was like a girl. And then I had another girl. She prayed before we started. I was like, damn, all right. Damn, okay. Then I had Leslie come on. She was like, I don't know. Were you just starting your journey?
Yeah.
She was starting her journey. And I was like, damn, all right, what the fuck is going on?
What's going on, man? That shirt is like chilling in my mind right now.
Yeah, but let me get that shirt though.
But it stayed in my head like, because I judged it, you know what I mean? 'Cause that's just where my mindset was back then. And then one day my wife was in here. She was working. I came in here. I was like, I need to talk to you. It's like, I think I want to go to church. She's like, I've been wanting to go too. And I was like, damn, I'm so glad that on that we were eye to eye.
That's dope, bro.
I was nervous to like talk to her about it because she knew where I stood on it. She knew how I felt about it, or how I kind of whatever.
Like spoke
I have my moments,
and
for her to be like, yeah, I'm with it. And I was just like, all right. So I'm new to the journey, right? Like, I'm nowhere near where.
Come on, man. Let's
clap it up,
bro. Let's get it, bro. Let's give it up, bro. Yeah. Honestly, that's such a dope. I never heard that story before from you. That's, and I take that in as like, bro, like that's exactly the reason. That's part of the reason why I was doing shirts like that. Is because I wanted people to look at it. Everyone does embroidery. Everyone does. Screen print shirts, and the way that style came out for me was, if I'm gonna do like God stuff, I want it to like rattle some cages.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't want to just be like, well, nowadays you see a lot of cool God stuff, but like even now I'm just like, if I'm gonna put it's gonna be like what do they call it? Like, not political art, but like
I mean, kind of like, it's definitely
like a statement.
Yeah,
it's
statement
definitely
art.
Gonna a statement piece. Yeah, it's definitely gonna cause
altercations.
No, it's good. It's definitely going to cause a reaction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're going to have the people who are like, like, you know, raised in the church, for instance. They I'm sure they've said, don't be fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
probably
worse than me and shit. But
for sure,
they're going to see it and be like, oh, clutch their pearls, like, oh my God, right?
No gangsters in here, please.
Yeah.
Like somebody who's like there and trying to like better themselves, they're going to be like, nah, I like that. That's
because
me.
It's real.
That's who I am and shit.
It's real. And at the time when I designed that, I was in a place of like, I started seeing like a lot of hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? I started seeing that, not to name names, bro, but like just I started seeing that, and I was like, bro,
you know who you are.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's putting on their shoe right now. They're like, oh, he's talking about me.
Oh no, but like that, it came from a place like that, and I was like, you know what? We need to all stop judging. We need to all stop judging, and like, bro, like, we should all be here for each other, whether all walks of life. That's where I pulled the inspo from all walks of life, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, who do I know that's around me right now, and where they come from? You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I'm starting to meet a lot of like, well, I was raised around gangsters. You know, my dad used to be a gangster. That's where I come from. And I have a lot of gangster homies who like turn to Christ, and they're the dopest person in the entire world. Mm-hmm. You know, the safest person in the world to be around. Cool. And then and I know a lot of addicts, people still struggling. You know what I mean? And okay, cool. And hustlers, I see a lot of like entrepreneurs. That's why I see hustlers or entrepreneurs. And I was like, yeah, they all still go to church. Why not? Just because you're a mega church and you're a pastor at a mega church, there's rules you can't go in. So it's like that. It's like, when are we stop? Like at the time, I was like, when do we stop judging and just start doing the opposite? You know what I mean? Like start accepting.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of my biggest problems with the whole establishment. It's like they're judging or they nitpick what they like from the Bible and skip the other stuff. You know what I mean? Their sins are like, no, we're just going to skip to that page. But you right here, you did this one right here. And it's like, y'all picking and choosing. I can't fuck with it.
Yeah, we got to be real and natural. And I feel like, and true, and not be judging. You know what I'm saying? I know we all judge. We're not perfect. You know what I mean? I get it. But it's like, if we can practice just not judging, you know what I mean? And just like give everybody the benefit of the doubt, maybe give them two, but like, it's like, a lot of people aren't perfect because at the same time, we're not perfect. That's what
you don't know their walk of life.
That's why we're not God. Imagine if we were all like God, like, dude, like,
we can share his love, though. We can have God's love.
Yeah, we can have like, but I'm saying like the power, like if we were all God people, like actual God,
like that perfect.
It'll be no, I don't think so. Like that's why we're not him. We got to be who we are and the connection we have, and that's for another podcast for sure. But like, so that's kind of where it came from. Like I was just like, you know what, like we need to shine some light on that. I may not be like a pastor of a mega church or anything, but like I want to be able to put some light, meaning like there's a lot of people struggling with all of this, and we need love, like, what I'm saying, we need to like show love with people, you know what I mean?
You'd be surprised. Little love goes a long way.
Come on, man, be nice.
Be nice.
Be nice, so
I was just thinking the other day, because like I've done things in my past that I don't know, it's just what I did back then. I'm not the proudest, but I'm glad I did it, because it formed who I am, and it built like this awareness of like, I know that can happen because I used to do it. So, I have my eye open to certain shit, right? Mm-hmm. But I was like low key judged for it. And I remember thinking, we have like pastors or pastor guests that come up and they say like, oh, I was a fucking drug addict. I was this and this and that. Mm. But I found God, and y'all fucking quick to fucking, yeah, that's right. But when somebody else tells you their past, it's like, I knew it, I knew that about you. I can't trust you. But at least I'm being honest about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like, but if you say like, oh, the same guy, it could be the same person. He's telling like a group of 10 people, and those 10 people were like, you can't trust him. Hide your wallet. Put your shit away. Same guy goes to the church. I trust him because, you know, he found God. And it's like, what's going on? What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference? Bro. Yeah, bro. That's why honesty goes a long way, bro. If you could tell, like, just like whatever situation you're in, you know what I mean? Whether you're like whatever it is, just tell us straight up. I'd rather hear it straight up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One of the things that I've always been big on this platform and shit is being honest. Because I feel like somebody out there knows the truth.
Yeah.
It's best if you just tell the truth so that nobody's calling you a liar out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest, man, because somebody does know the truth.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to be is like, hey, he's lying and shit.
Or you yourself. Like,
just...
For yourself, you should know that you're telling the truth because at the end of the day, you're only lying to yourself.
Yeah, it's true. It's like working out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man.
Your excuse. Or
Bro. It's like, hey, brother, your body don't lie. You know what I'm saying? If you telling yourself you're doing, you know what I mean? Don't lie to yourself. Like go and get the, go get the reps in. But it's like that, man. It's like, it's life lessons. It's who you involve yourself around. It's like, what family do you have? And family don't need to be blood. You know what I mean? And, what older people you have, you gotta have people, you gotta ask for help. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have personal development in life. It's not all about what's on Instagram, or it's not all about like what car you're driving. You could be driving no car. You know what I mean? And all you really need to, all we need to focus on is like who we are. And
internally too.
Yeah, and like be the best version of ourselves. You know what I mean? Like stop worrying about like everything else. Those things will come in time, but just focus on yourself, and day by day, little by little. You don't gotta have it all at once. You know what I mean? Do
you aside from that shirt, do you involve like your faith in your brand, or is like, do you want to say like they're one and the same, or you try to keep it separate?
You know what I do. At this day and age, like this year, I wanted to introduce it separately because of everything, like all the projects happening and new ideas coming forth. But, I think from time to time, I'll have like some God posts. I've been thinking about having to put some new stuff out. But yeah, no, God has always been in the brand, and I've always been kind of doubtful, like kind of reluctant to like kind of put stuff out. But like,
I ask because that's
the wave, right now.
Like, no, I agree. I feel what he feels. I mean, yes, the wave, but I also feel that like a little bit.
No, that's the wave you're on. I'm saying like that's where your mind is at right now.
Yeah, like,
like you're hesitant.
Yeah, no, super hesitant.
Even like mentioning it on the pod, and luckily like the response has been dope, but I still have like the little bit of like,
it's all good, bro.
Because I know that they're calling me the hypocrite. I was calling other people.
Man,
the
you
thing
know
with
what?
that too, like that's why I always tell you, just share it. Like, don't be afraid of that, because that's you. That's where your heart is at. Like, it doesn't matter. They're gonna call you X, Y, Z. Like, well, it's changing your heart internally, your mindset. You're more at peace. You is like, that's for you, bro. Whoever agrees, disagrees, that's for them to figure out on their own time. And who knows? At some point, they're probably gonna be like, "Damn, I used to call Jona a hypocrite, and now look at me." Like, same thing.
That's what I did.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, that's true. That's
keeping it real nowadays. Is
keeping it real. You know what I mean? Do your thing. And yeah, bro. Like that's, bro. Like I had this talk too with Manny, my videographer. Shout out to Manny's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Manny.
Hey. And we were talking about it. We were like, man, like, cause I used to vape and smoke cigarettes. I stopped like.
Cigarettes, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, vaping. That's the hard stuff. Bro, I needed advice, but like those things, I was doing those back in September.
Oh.
So I stopped like buying my last vape and all that. I haven't done it since then, but like even with him, like I would do it because like, Manny is like he goes to church. He's an avid church goer more than I am. And I would tell him like, yeah, dude, I struggle with this. That's what I struggle with. Yeah, and I believe in God still. I'm a Christian too, but like I'm not afraid to hide the things that I'm like struggling with, And And he told me, like, I respected that about you, because a lot of people will try to hide, like, what they don't want to show or what they don't want to struggle with, which is fine. But at the same time, they're hiding it, and then they're saying something else. You know what I mean? That going back to what you're saying. So, and with me, I'm just like, nah, like, I could have, like, not done it in front of you or whatever, but I kept it real, you know what I mean? I kept it real because I know I'm trying to, at some point, I'll probably give it up for sure. I need to. And I ended up doing it on my own, not just because, like, oh, like I'm trying to hide it, but I'm like on my own journey. Like, I started stopping and stuff. I started to stop doing it, and eventually, like, not doing it anymore. But that type of thing, it's like, you know, again, just like going back to like putting yourself around people, like the right people and like the right headspace, and it's just like a lot of that stuff matters, you know. That stuff matters, man, for sure.
That's actually hella facts. I had said before that leaving the nightlife was the hardest thing for me, and probably to a lot of people were like, "Why? Like that don't make sense." I don't know if it was like the environment or just so many people would reach out to me because I was like the go-to guy for shit. That like I think that was my addiction. Just that, like being out there and being the person that people called on, my phone blowing up all the time. Leaving that was difficult. I'm not lying. And they would make fun of me like, yeah, you'll be back next week. And then one day I just never went back. But that was hard for me. But being in that environment did something, both good and bad. Because I learned how to network. I learned how to do things right. But I was around a lot of like not good things too. So you know, you kind of have to eventually remove yourself, and like all those friends that I had when I was there, they like fell off like bad apples, right? And only the good ones stuck to me. Shout out to those who to this day I'm still cool with, right?
Hey.
Like I'm godfather to like my boy's son and his daughter. Like I'm still cool with like a lot of them, right?
Lifelong friends.
A lot of the bad ones fell off, and I just they're there, you know. They're during their life, and when I see them, ayo,
apple cider,
yeah,
apple cider.
You can make tea out of bad apples, you know.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Removing, like you were saying, removing yourself from people who are just like in one mindset, and if we're not aligned.
Yeah,
you know, and it's hard to like want to like be like, I'm just not on that page no more, bro. Like I fuck with you heavy. Like I ain't got no issues with you. I can't rock with what you want anymore.
I feel like we should normalize that though, even in friendships or just like letting them know that it's not bad blood or whatever. But like, you know, this is where I'm at. I would love for you to, you know, come up with me and like, of course, encourage you to do just as good or whatever. But sometimes that's not people's timing, you know, and that's why I like to give grace. Sometimes maybe I give too much grace, but I understand that like people are not going to be ready at the same time as me, or, you know, they just might be hard-headed in that whatever path that is because of their upbringings or their mindset, which is valid too. At some point they'll get there.
I try not to judge. I mean, we're all human, right? But I see a lot of people like going, going out a lot. And like the older me is just like, fucking knock it off, bro. Like, but then I put myself, I was there. That was me. Like I was out all the time, bro. Like, and somebody older was probably looking at me like, hey, bro, go fucking home, right? So then that's when I'm like, just let them rock. Like, they'll eventually figure it out.
Yeah. Like you said, like let them experience it.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I mean? Like let them do it, and that's part of it too. That's part of it too. Like you got to go through it, and at some point, if you're able to, what do they say, like catch wind, or if you're able to like, have your enlightenment in life, and you figure out like, okay, I need to stop doing this, start doing that. You will, whether it's early or it's later.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And if you don't figure it out, then you'll find yourself somewhere else. But it's like, at some point, you'll figure it out. And that's what life's about. You know what I mean? Is figuring stuff out. It's not just you're gonna know it or stuff's gonna be handed to you. A lot of people are blessed. Oh, don't get me wrong, a lot of people are blessed, but like
you're lucky.
You're lucky. You know what I mean? But if you're not, or if you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean, then it's like, hey, you know, like life with you, and you're gonna see it happen early or later. So, you know what I mean?
And keep it pushing for real.
Keep it pushing for real, man. Keep swimming.
Dust yourself off and just keep going.
Dust yourself off and try again.
Hey, yo, that song, that video is fire, bro.
Facts.
Iconic.
I appreciate how you do the whole bringing in your faith into your brand, especially with that shirt. Even though when it came out, different Jona mindset.
It's all good, bro. I'm glad you told me that story, bro.
Going back to that honestly. Too, like mental health. I'm older generation. It was like, stop being a bitch. Like, man up. Why you ain't depressed? You're just fucking bored. Get up. You know what I mean? That's the kind of shit I heard. Like, stop being a bitch. And it's shit I tell myself. Like, I don't need nobody to tell me stop being a bitch. I say that to myself 10 times a day, bro. So I didn't believe in that shit. I was just like, nah, it's just weak-minded people. They ain't
it's on your head.
They ain't strong enough.
Yeah.
And then I started having more and more people come on here. And people who were like work in that field, and I was just kind of like, damn, nice.
She's like, and then I co-host with some girl with a mental disorder.
Yeah, like, she got all the disorders. For one,
she put an ass on the end of it. And I
got the Bible get
proof is in the pudding.
I just wanted some fries, bro.
Damn.
I'm like, nah, they're about to expire. Take that shit. I'm like, but yeah, like I started learning it, like. Oh, like mental health is a real thing, and then like people started talking, and I'm listening to them. And I'm like, wait, I do that. Wait, I go through that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, oh shit, bro, there's something wrong with me too.
Damn,
like the beauty of reality is so sick to me. Like I don't know. Sometimes it's gonna sound dumb, but so many of us go through that shit. We're just like, we got a certain mindset, or we're closed off to it, or we think like nah, or whatever it may be. But it's so real. Like we all go through our stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We're human.
Yeah.
We're human. You know what I mean? Like, and remain that way. Just remain human, humble, the whole way through. All the time. That's how I feel. Humble and human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people they forget. You know what I mean? A lot of people will forget. Like, for real. And that's one thing. Like, through all my levels in life so far, like I was like this was like last year. I think this was like a month after July, which was my SDFC drop. I was and the games were happening. I was at the In-N-Out over at Mission Valley randomly. I don't know why I wanted to stop and get some In-N-Out, so I stopped there. And I see some people in line and ordering stuff. They're wearing the jerseys, and there's this like young Mexican cat, right, with this girl, young guy. You know what I mean? Young guy with this girl, dressing up, excited to go to the game. Right, and I'm chilling like this. I'm just waiting for my order. I got my receipt, chilling, and he recognizes me. He's like, "Oh, you did the merch like last year, right? Last month." I was like, "Yeah. Your Moss, right?" I was like, "Yeah. I got one of your shirts, bro." Like, oh, that's dope. That's cool, And I was like, "You know what? Tell you what, man. Like, let me get your phone number, dude. Let me get your phone number. I'll send you something." He's like, "No, bro, for real? Like, no way." Tripping out, right? And I was like, "You would? And can I take a photo with you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And that was cool. And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh." And I was like, I ended up like, I had a SDFC hat on, and I just like one of my hats, and I was like, "Here, bro." He's like, "No, bro." I was like, "Here, bro. Here, dude. It's all good. I just got a haircut, so it was all good." Like,
had it not,
had I not, so I had to keep it on
story.
and keep this thing snug tight. But I gave it to him, man, and he ended up DMing me a photo of him at the game, like with it on. You know what I mean? Because he seen me on the Instagram, or because we follow each other, and then that was cool. But I ended up sending him stuff too, and he was super hyped. He said big thank you and stuff like that, man. Just be humble, like or whatever level in life. High levels, however higher you go, just like continue to stay humble, be nice. For real, because they ain't worth being a bad person. This is real quick, short story. And this happened recently, I think. Adam Sandler's daughter went over to the Beverly Hills Chanel, wearing like she was
just like
Adam Sandler fit.
Yeah, and the freaking whoever the worker was like mean to her. You know what I mean? And like, Adam Sandler is right, dude. It's like, dude, and he's, Adam Sandler was like, dude, just being nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you.
It costs you nothing.
It costs you nothing to be nice, to be a good person. You know what I mean? And dude, and that's the truth.
As somebody who worked in sales for like many years, I learned that like it doesn't matter who it is, like that person might buy everything, or the person dressed in the LV fucking ain't got no money.
LV he looking for the little wallet.
LV got $3 in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just don't value, and I have like such an appreciation for those people who don't value brands, or like, for instance, my thing is sneakers. I love sneakers. I have a wall full of sneakers. I admire people who only need like 3 pairs. Like, I wish I could be you, bro. Like, my traumas don't allow that, though. Like, I have 3 just for work, bro. Like,
I'd be embarrassed wearing my DD discount shoes around Jona.
For real, my Payless one.
Like, yeah.
But like, I admire that. I can't do it. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. Like, that's my vice.
Yeah,
and
that's your need.
this is what I.
I'm the same way with hats. I got so many hats, like it's crazy.
You know what I mean?
But
But so some people be like, we're the same snapback for everything here. It's just like, I remember I went to Vegas with a homie, and he brought a pair of Vans, and I had the pool party sneaks, I had the club sneaks, I had the like just chilling sneaks.
I was walk to the bathroom sneaks.
I had like a sneak for everything, right? And he had the same Vans for the pool party, the club, for dinner, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Guess who had extra space in his luggage?
Yeah, for sure.
For real.
I was so bad. I was like, "Give me a shoe," and I cleaned them for him because they're dirty. I was like, "Nah, I can't have you rocking with dirty. Like, you want to wear the same pair? Fine."
Did he have the black and brown Vans?
Yeah.
Damn, the gum sole Vans. Oh man.
But a part of me is like, man, I wish I didn't give a fuck like you. That's fire, bro. But like, everybody has that, right? Like Leslie, you don't see her with like a Gucci bag or Louis bag. Like, I'm sure she can. Like, if you really wanted, you can buy yourself that.
Yeah, get a couple.
Coming soon.
You get a couple.
You know what I mean? Like, and you probably also another thing. But anyways, like, but you can rock whatever you feel comfortable in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so you got to understand that there's people like that. Like, some people are cool dressing like Adam Sandler, but they work hard too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be nice. Give people the benefit of the doubt and just be nice. You just never know what they're going through. Or you may never know, like, if someone's coming to you for advice and you're over here trying to be like,
on some asshole.
Yeah, and then that person becomes bigger than you.
That would be humbling as fuck.
Damn. Oh my God. Like, you just gotta, for real. You gotta be nice. Just be nice. Like, you just never know.
Did you ever have that where somebody maybe like in the fashion industry kind of was like sunning you, like, nah, little man.
Oh, bro.
And now like they see you at the FC game.
Now you were the father.
They see the
These is my sons now.
They see you on the poster at the FC store, and it's like, fuck.
Yes. You know what? Maybe not brands or companies, but more the people.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Yeah,
more
homies.
like homies. Like homies. I would say homies are people from back then. You know what I mean?
It's crazy that we're referring to them as homies.
Well, we're your homies, yeah.
No, but like, my homies are the ones, not strangers.
Not strangers.
My homies were like the ones doubting me.
That's true. I don't know why. Maybe in another world it'd be strangers than homies, but you know what I mean. But like, for some reason it's like that. It's the people that like grew up with you who already knew, like, they got the. I don't know what it is, but it's like if you grew up with them, it's like you already know them. Whatever they do in life, it just stays the same. Like, that level of
who you are
stays the same. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh my God, like you did that. It's like, oh yeah,
you did, yeah.
You can be winning the lotto, they don't care. We already know him, like whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say like people back in the day, not so much like brands or companies or whatever or whoever I try to work with. Nah, but just people. Yeah, just people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all people.
Shout out to y'all, you're probably watching.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, bro. Let's get it.
I've never asked you, Leslie, have you had that? I'm not saying you're like big time, right? But you're not like not nobody. Like, you're on your platforms. There's a lot of people who have your face on their shirt now. You know what I mean? Like, you're part of the brand. Like it's your name too.
Uh-huh.
Have you had that? Like, where
Honestly, I don't think so. Like, maybe that's a good thing, or maybe I'm just not aware, or I haven't heard it firsthand from like people. But like, I don't know. Maybe this is like personal, right? But and even if she does watch this, like even so, I was concerned. Now we don't talk. We haven't talked for like a year.
Oh,
and I just feel like our fallout was that like she had secret animosity that I had no idea about. So maybe not so much. And it probably is that like where I'm at right now, but I think it was just like my maturity level at the time. I had my kids and I had my own business. Like I had so much going for myself, and like she felt some kind of way, So I think that's like the main one that I've ever really noticed and paid attention to. Besides that, I feel like I just pay attention to who does show love, that I'm not really, I don't feel it, to those who don't, except for her, I will say. Mm-hmm. But I do get a lot of love from like people I would never expect. So that means a lot more to me.
Yeah.
I hold
that's
that.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that. And keep supporting and keep showing love for sure. Cause that helps. That's part of the journey.
For sure.
If you're building something, that's part of it. Like receiving flowers or getting the support, that's part of it. Cause then, all that matters. It's all about like, it's not a transaction. It's like, it's almost like
just incoming of a bunch of different things.
It helps.
Yeah.
That helps a lot. Like helps the spirit, helps the eat, like helps the
heart.
It helps the inner energy trying to like make it happen.
What about you? You feel like you've had that?
Probably not. Probably not. I don't think so. I don't think I've like how you pinpoint that one.
Or like not that you've noticed it at least.
Maybe like
people who you would expect to show love.
Like in the beginning, yeah. Like in the beginning when I first started like just contact whatever, right? It was kind of like in the beginning it was like a high like pitch of like boom, everybody was like, hey, yo, I listen, right? And then like drop down and it's I don't know. But I've always had like who cares, man? Like you just have to keep doing it and like whatever.
Yeah.
I had small goals for it. And then like it would hit it and I was like, okay, well let's a little higher goal. And then I was like, okay, all right, fine, but for me to pinpoint, nah, because I don't think anybody's ever like voiced it or like if they didn't buy a shirt, they probably just didn't like it.
Or someone you've fallen out
like
with.
For instance, I had a shirt that had a Virgin Mary on it. And then I had friends who didn't buy it because they weren't Catholic or they didn't believe in the Virgin. There is like, and it's not that I don't like it. It's just
valid.
It's just not my beliefs. And I was like, nah, 100%. But they would like tell me like, it's not that I don't like your shit, Jonah. It's just, it's not for me. It's not for me. And I was like, all right, cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah. They voiced it out. You know what I mean? That's cool. No, man, I think same. I feel the same. Like I never, like I just had like homies, back then that just tell me.
The only thing I'll notice is I don't know if I told them, but they'll be like, "Oh, you still doing the pod?" And then I just like look at them like
bro,
bitch, I post motherfucker every day.
Like if I post once a week, valid question. I post like 3 times a day, bro. Like what are we talking about? Bro. So I just be like, yeah. I don't even. What
do you want me to tell you?
You could have picked a whole different topic.
I am the pod, actually. Like I'm a walking podcast.
Yeah. So. Like you could have picked a different topic to like
ask me about,
talk to me about, or start a convo.
And that's true. You know what? That's so crazy.
At church, bro.
Oh my god!
I was leaving and I was wearing a 49er hat.
Yeah, okay.
It was in the beginning of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And this guy walks up to me. He's like, "They make the playoffs," and I just gotta look at you like, if you don't know, bro, pick something else to like try to relate to me. Because now to me, you're just reaching.
You're reaching, yep.
You zero effort. You don't know about it. And now you're just trying to talk to me, but like you pick like the wrong. And so like immediately like I put like a shutdown on it because now I got to be a smart ass.
Wait, but why didn't you like that comment?
Because it's an obvious one if you know anything. Like, oh, you still doing the podcast? I post about it.
Yeah, that's too obvious.
Every day.
Too obvious, bro. Yeah.
Like if you knew anything about football, you knew the 49ers are in the play. That day they were playing. You knew if you knew anything about football. You've
seen it on socials.
Yeah,
bro.
like if you knew,
you've seen it.
If you followed football to the littlest, you'd be like, they made the playoffs.
Yeah, you see it. Yep. Yeah.
So his question was coming from a place of like,
hey, you. It's like,
hey, you wearing a black shirt today?
Hey, that's a black shirt.
It's a black shirt.
It's like, oh, bro.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, so for instance, like when I want to talk to somebody, I'm scanning like where can I? How can I? It's a sales thing. Like how can I relate to this person? Because I need them to like know that it's like a real. I'm not just business. I'm trying to like build a rapport,
like a real
So when I was working, I see people in Jordans. I'd be like, "Oh, those are 2016s. Oh, I got those, bro. Did you buy these?" I'm not even talking about the product. I'm just talking about sneakers. Like, oh, which ones you copy next? Blah blah blah. And then I get into like, oh, what's up? What you need? Like, how can I help you? But I'm building a rapport because I know about sneakers, so it's easy for me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pick like, is that a Rolex? Oh, it's a Seiko. Oh shit! Now I look dumb. You know what I mean?
Damn, yeah, that's true. That's a reach for sure. Yeah, that's funny, bro. And
I don't know. Maybe he didn't know about football, guys.
No, he didn't. That's the problem.
Oh,
we'll take Joey.
Okay, I'm like, well, then he was just asking.
Dang, it's all good, Jonah. Be nice.
Yeah, Jonah, be nice. Come on.
I'm trying. I'm new to this.
He's learning.
I'm learning to be new and nice.
We're still nice to learners, bro. It's all good, man. That's so funny. That's so funny, bro.
Just be like that. Those are the things I pay attention. I'm like, come on, bro.
It's so funny when you say that. I get people
That's
like that
somebody's
too.
like, hey, you still doing the hat thing?
Oh my god, I do get people like that still, and I'm like, bro, don't you follow me, bro? Like I know I follow you, like I follow you, and I know I see the stuff you're doing. It's like you still in.
And maybe you guys can tell me I'm dumb and shit or whatever. I feel the people who do that are just being petty.
Could be, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they know, but they just want to like
trolling.
They want to like
dumb it down,
sun you or make you less than by being like, oh, you still doing that little
They got the double down and
but they're in the story views and you're just like, huh? Oh, all right.
Damn.
All right.
I feel like people don't know the value or the effort behind a lot of things when it's something that they don't know about. Like to them, it could just be a little podcast because they don't even know what a podcast pertains. Ignorance, the effort behind it.
I think that's where I was going because you were talking about like just be nice.
Yeah,
like shoot them some flowers because you never know. Like it's good for the soul, and that's facts because they don't see the bottom of the iceberg. They just see the final product. They don't know how many times you probably stayed up like doubting yourself or crying or like real, contemplating like giving up and all that shit. So just by being like, hey, you doing a good job, you'd be like, fuck, thank you. You feel seen for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then like builds like
goes a long way.
All right, I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? Like this person who never interacts with me just randomly was like, I like your shit. And it's just like, thank you. It means like more than you can imagine.
Yeah, that's priceless, bro. Those moments. It adds to the how do I explain it, bro? It just adds to you value to you.
The value,
bro.
yeah.
I'll say that to like whatever it is, bro. Like I like it. You post it, I like
that, bro. Thank you, bro. No, I appreciate it. Same here. Like I'll go and support y'all's posts and stories, and I'm there liking it. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, no.
Because I know it helps the algorithm or whatever is going on back there. But
I have a habit. I like and save. That's dope. Like, repost, save. Like I'll go across. Sometimes I'll comment, but like anything, like I don't even know if that saving helps the algorithm, but I'm gonna hit it because it's there.
I'll like and comment at least a little bit. You know
me too. A little fire emoji or a little hey.
That helps. Yeah, you know what I mean. That helps. That helps a lot. So I'm on your guys' page doing that for sure. Yeah.
I feel like it's like tipping. People who work like people who are like anti-tipping probably never worked in the service industry, so they don't understand how like $2-3 kind of like, even though it's not a lot, it's like thank you, right? But if you worked in it, you're like, I'm tipping because I know what it's like. I've been in that person's shoes. So like us who create content or whatever, we know that hitting that like and hitting like in the fire emoji is gonna be like huge because we know about that shit. So
yeah, that's true.
So I think it's just a lot of people who don't know and are not in that world, or
they just have an Instagram, just a couple of photos, like family photos.
It could be those that they don't even know how to function Instagram or how to even post something on their story.
Accidentally post a story and they're like, what happened?
Oh yeah,
it's all like the sky.
Yeah,
for real. Photos of the sky. You know what I mean? I'm like,
a random
song.
Yeah,
horribly like centered picture. You're just kind of like
nothing in the bio, but just like hella people follow them. And you're like,
okay.
One post. Like, okay, for sure.
Hey.
But to them, that's probably just their little, just for Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe they got their other niche.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Guys, just be nice to everybody.
Be nice to everyone.
Yeah, be nice. You know
the
what
motto.
I mean? I love this episode, man. I'm about to watch this episode.
Yeah.
over and over. You know what I mean? Like,
pick out the gems.
Full game right
here. Full game. You know, amongst legends right here. You know what I mean? Legends in the city.
Starting with you. No, but like, it's all flowers to you because you've been able to maintain a brand for a very long time, and it's only gotten better and better. And
thank you, bro.
You've been able to elevate it from where it started.
I will say too.
To the point where like you're working with like San Diego sports teams and shit like that. So, mad props to you. I hope you continue to shine and prosper.
Thank you, bro.
And I wish that for everybody, actually. So.
Hey, thank you.
I know I just met you today, right? But I think even with a lot of the things you said and mentioned, I feel like you have a sick ass personality, like through wherever you're at, right? Like even you saying remain humble. I think it's beautiful that you're able to portray that very genuinely. So
thank you.
Yeah, that's sick.
Thank you. I think the reason why is because of like everything. I feel like being humble didn't come from just someone telling me.
Yeah.
I think it came from a lot of just a lot of everything, you know, and coming out of the good, the bad, and the ugly tunnel. What was stuck to me was like the humbleness, like keep staying humble. You know what I mean? And whatever, because I had a lot of reasons to be like angry at life, or a lot of reasons to be angry at people, right? I had a lot of reasons to be like mad at myself, you know, and just go that negative route, you know what I mean? For sure, you know, but it's just to celebrate in the happy and to celebrate in the good, and remain that person. And what they say is like be a good steward of that. It lasts longer. You know what I mean? And then being like negative.
Yeah.
Negative won't last. You know what I mean? Because it'll beat you down, you know? It'll beat you down, you know?
It'll eat you from the inside.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you don't learn that quick, life's perspective will just look ugly. You know what I mean? And again, like I found joy in like humbleness and being nice and being cool, even if life hates you, you know, even if life just, you know, beats you down and just gives you reasons to stay down. You know what I mean? So just continue that. I think for everybody, like everyone watching this or getting ready to watch this, it's good to be in that, you know, because life at some point you're gonna find yourself, if you're consistent in something in your life, you're gonna find that consistency of whatever it is you're putting that into go into something beautiful. I mean, it's written, right? Like when we put a seed in the ground, I mean, if you water it, you do the right things to it, you're gonna see it do something. You know what I mean? Right? It's like if you apply that same logic to your life in whatever way we're living in, or whatever your life is at the moment, you're gonna see something happen if you do the right things to it, or if you know what I mean? Like, so continue doing that. I think simplify everything and don't worry about so much, you know, for real.
For all my warriors.
Oh, yeah, for real. Like all the fingers pointing back.
Yeah.
So I say all that to say that, you know, like just be good, be happy, be a good person, and be humble and be nice to everybody. Of course, if somebody obviously tripping, right? But at the same time, still love on people.
Yeah,
even if it's hard, you know. So
yeah. I recently started adding in my prayer. Normally I would just stick to like, please. Part of my thing is like, please watch over my loved ones and my family, and then I'll list off like like the VIP list.
And then you be like, wait, I feel bad because I didn't include,
But lately,
let me go back. Let me start again.
Like part of it would be like those that wish good for me or love for me. Please look out. And then just recently, I was like, even those that don't wish the best on me, I hope they find the healing they need. And so like it's just like now I'm just trying to like spread it to like. Even though I've always had an appreciation for people who don't like me, actually. Like I need that. You need the balance. I need the good, and I know the good exists, but I know the bad exists too. So
yeah,
I appreciate those too because they keeping me in a balanced area.
Yeah, and for same here, bro. Like I always wish, that's something I'm in now. It's like I wish everybody the best. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because it just is good for the soul. Like you ain't trying to like, trying to wish bad on somebody and somebody's mom, you know what I mean? Like you kind of just want to be like, you know what? Like I just want to be trying to figure life out here. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to like ruin anyone else's day. Let me just figure it out. Like life is doing its thing and we're trying to figure it out, So it's
we're all trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So it's like it's tough. It's tough, man.
It's tough out here. And for those people too,
Yeah.
Whoever may feel like they got some hate in them or whatever, it's tough for them too. They got to figure it out.
Yeah, it's hate is such a crazy thing too, bro. For real. Bad Bunny said it. What do you say?
To have that, ain't nothing stronger. The only thing stronger than hate
is love.
Okay, we got it. Okay, yo, hey,
that's the motto for real.
That's the motto for real, man.
Hey, some t-shirts that say "Be nice."
With the
tape.
Face, big
be nice. That'd be fire. Hey,
for the one-offs,
that'd be
on the shoulder.
We'll talk on the shoulder. Hey, no, we won't forget because it's all up on this podcast for sure.
I appreciate you, Mas, for coming through.
Yes, sir, man.
Original
Thank
Goodstocks. Jonah dropped the IG right here so they can find my man.
Great energy.
Even though everybody knows who you are, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you.
Man.
I think the audience will love this episode.
Yeah. I did not like this. I did not expect it to be like this, and and I really appreciate y'all. This is my first time here too, guys, and like I said, like this is such a dope pod. If y'all looking for San Diego podcasts, this is one of them.
Thank you.
And definitely look out and continue to support.
Yeah, and we got some nice things coming.
Dale gas.
Dale gas.
So please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you follow Mas page, our page, and support. We got some fun things coming. Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned. We want y'all to stay tuned. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Until next time. Peace.
Hold on. Wait a second.
Hey.
Okay.
It's the one-on-one.
One-on-one. Period.
Dose.
Sick.
Yeah, you looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jona, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you notice how we coming, we in front. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on. Been in the field playing.